Oh my god, stop spamming mobs, please. Well, I don't care. I do care. A little bit, but I don't care that much.
Your successful judgments reduce the cast time and mana cost of your next flash of light. Sure. Now that's what I call a talent. I really hate this new talent system.
Yeah, it is.
A new necklace. Yeah, it's a terrible one. I don't like it. I want a better one. Yeah, thank you, Delgado, or whatever your name is. Field Agent. I've got the stuff you wanted. Kill Instructor Militia. Yeah, sure, let's do that. And you've got a quest. Send Kiki and the cultists. Alright. And Into the Woods. Which is a, yeah. I've got a quest to go into the Eastern Plaguelands, which I will soon go. And these Eastern Plaguelands are going to be fun. I hope. They'll be pretty quickly. They will be pretty quick, at least.
I know.
Yeah, I do know.
Alright.
I should be hitting level 44 probably in the Eastern Plaguelands, and I will probably immediately go towards the Badlands, because Badlands are a little bit faster than the Eastern Plaguelands, even though the Eastern Plaguelands are quite okay. They're not that bad. I make them out a lot worse than it really is.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, well.
Because of all of these quests, I got a lot of XP.
Always a positive thing.
Yeah,
so you are level 36 now.
No.
No.
I'm level 35.
Okay.
I'm even more behind than you think, though.
Well, maybe doing dungeons isn't the best thing to do then.
Well, it is, I guess, but if you at least do your quest in the meanwhile while you're in the queue for the dungeon.
Yeah, well, I think the problem with it is that even though you can do your quests while you're waiting in the queue, you still have to if you enter the dungeon, you can't finish the quests.
True.
And the most experience you will gain is with quests. So
That is true. There's a spider bugged in the ground.
there's a spider butt in the cloud.
Bugged in the ground.
Oh.
Sorry, my articulation is sometimes a little bit meh.
And it doesn't help that you're coming off your cold right now, so.
Yeah, true that.
Really, are you blowing yourself up again, Senkiki? You useless pig.
Son of a troll.
Quite literally. Oh my god.
Again, what the freaking stuff is happening constantly with the chat? Why are there people only coming to spam some stuff?
I've got no clue what's going on. It seems a bit of a weird day today with that.
Yeah, normally spoke is only one, but today we've had like 4 of them or 5 of them.
We've had 4. Unholy Corpse Skull. Or whatever. I don't know how the crap you pronounce this thing.
And what unholy skirt?
Unholy Corpse Skull.
Unholy corpse skull.
Just watch the stream. It's a news.
Aha.
I don't know how the hell. Yeah, I don't know how the hell to pronounce Corpuscle or Corpuscle. I don't know. Something. And then we have to kill Krastanovian disciples, flesh gobbled brutes, and flesh gobbled rippers.
Sounds interesting.
Ah, it's undead.
Of course it is.
We're always killing undead. Generic cave number 3. Let's walk around and kill everything. Thank you. I don't even know where the Krastanovian disciples... Oh, there, the Krastanovian disciples. Oh, there you are. Alright. Oh, it's a goblin! Kill the goblin! Kill all the goblins in here. Kill this goblin as well. Kill it. Kill it with holy. Whatever, kill this blood elf as well. And kill this Draenei. This is the weirdest bunch of disciples I've ever seen. It's both Draenei and goblins and blood elves. It's the weirdest combination I've seen ever.
Wow.
And there are undead to kill as well. And they're dead. Thank you very much.
And there you go.
Let's go out of the weeping cave. And now Zenkiki will be learned how to heal.
Oh god.
Or he will be taught how to heal. Sorry. He will do something, then he will become better.
He will do something with healing. Let's keep it that
Yes. He will do something with healing. We're not entirely sure what yet, but he will.
way. He will
And that's
rejuvenate the enemies.
yeah, probably he will. Although he did heal 4 bears that were infected with the plague, so he is good at healing. I think these are the last 2 quests I have to do in the Western Plaguelands, and then I'm off towards the Eastern Plaguelands. And I will find a Worgen woman at the Thondroril River. Thondroril?
River.
Yeah, Thondroril.
Mm.
Brother of Legolas. I don't know. I found some spice bread from your home country, Milgor.
Oh, nice.
The Milgor spice bread, which heals 2,500 health over 25 seconds. So that's 100 health every second. And I found a stone hammer of the whale, which is crappy. It looks the same as the mace I had before. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Field Agent Kartish. You have nothing for me. You have a sword. Give me your sword. Thank you. And you there. Oh, you're Cenarion Circle. I don't remember there being Cenarion Circle around here. But thank you, I guess. See you later. Let's see. Breastplate of the Patient. Give up 2 strength for 1 stamina and 6 critical strike rating. Yeah, sure, why not?
That's not a bad deal.
Let's see how it looks. Oh, it's actually pretty nice. It looks better than the one I was wearing, that's for sure. Yeah, let's forget the tabard for now. I don't want a tabard. I want to see what my chestplate looks like. I look pretty awesome. If I do say so myself.
You look fabulous.
I look fabulous. I look like a blood elf should look like. Awesome and well, awesome. That's just it. I mean that chestplate is pretty awesome. You've got to admit that the chestplate looks really cool. And I won't take no for an answer.
Let's go there now.
Oh,
I have a lot of competition in Das Hello Marsh. Oh god, help
Oh.
me.
Maybe you should have gone to
Fair enough,
Thralas
yeah.
then. Fairless, yeah.
But I'm not going there right now.
Yeah, no, don't
That's a waste of
switch.
my time. That's a waste of my time.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Just don't switch, because that would be a real waste. Oh, there's a level 49 of Druid here. Hello, Fiona. Long time no see. Into the woods. Yes, hello. Gidwin Gold Braids. I have to find your Dwarf Paladin dude. And I have to find your Blood Elf Paladin dude as well. Well then, let me sell some stuff to you and I'll be on my way. I will save none of them. I mean, they are ridiculous, come on. How the hell did they get themselves... I'm gonna keep that shield actually. Shield looks pretty awesome. How can they get themselves captured or killed, or they are freaking paladins? How? How can you not do it well? Let's first go save the damn dwarf then.
What are you doing? Saving dwarves now?
Yeah, the quest calls for it. I have to save a dwarf paladin. I'm not saving him because he's a dwarf. I'm saving him because he is a member of the paladin order. He's a fellow paladin. That's why I'm saving him. It's the only time that I'm going to save this short fellow. And that's a lie because later in the quest line I have to save him again. I don't know. I also have to save the Blood Elf Paladin twice. So... that's something. Besides, his name is really ridiculous. It's Gidwin Goldbraids. It's a terrible name. It's the Blood Elf has a way better one. I mean, it's called Taranar Sunstrike. That's pretty more awesome. A lot more awesome than Gidwin Goldbraids. Alright. Finally, I've arrived at the destination. I already do know what happened to him though, because he got defeated by Nerubians. So he's in a web. He killed 4 Nerubians before he got captured. So that's something. Yeah. Now I have to obtain 8 vials of whatever they used in the Terror Web Tunnel. Which originally wasn't really used for anything. At least I don't remember ever having to go in here when it was the first time I came in here in Vanilla, or, well, not Vanilla, Burning Crusade era. And now I have to kill about 8 of these Nerubians. Which I guess is fine, but it's not really that interesting. The quest lines start a little bit bothersome, because with the dwarf you have to kill Nerubians to save him, and with the Blood Elf you have to kill undead, if I remember correctly. Which of course logical, for they want to join the Argent Crusade, which fights undead, but yeah, it's not really interesting lore-wise or anything. Nor battle-wise.
The lore will start again when we are in Outlands and stuff.
The what will start again in Outlands?
The lore, more of the lore.
Well, lore in Burning Crusade was lackluster just as much, so... it's not gonna start up yet until Wrath of the Lich King, and I might know the most of Wrath of the Lich King, because after that I don't know that much. I don't know much about Cataclysm lore. I do know several parts, but not everything. And... well, Mists of Pandaria, I don't know anything.
Fuck Mists of Pandaria, seriously, I don't give a crap about it. When I'm level 85, I will... seriously, I will... drag myself through those areas to get myself up level 90. It's so boring.
Well, the areas aren't that bad. Boring. It's just the expansion wasn't great.
They bad. The whole freaking expansion is just bad.
Alright.
Well, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, well, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
Yeah, some other people are like, oh my god, Mr. Badari was so awesome, but I was like, no.
Well, like I said, it wasn't bad. It wasn't great either. It was on the levels of, well, I don't know.
Always
It's
bad.
it's the worst one of them all that they had. So
Yeah, it's
uh,
definitely the worst.
the idea was pretty nicely done. I mean, the lore
Yeah, it was
wise,
nicely done, but I've seen some other people talk about it as well, of course, and
yes,
they were like, um, what was the lore from the pandas, you know?
yeah. What was the
How
lore of
did
the
it?
pandas?
Yeah, the only panda you meet is in Warcraft 3, and that is Jan Stormstart.
Yes, that's true.
Nothing else.
No,
So
you don't
where
mean
in
you don't mean
SC4
any.
did they
Sorry, what did you say?
come? Where in the world did they get the idea to make a whole expansion of it instead of an expansion about Nagas or something or ogres?
Well, I think mainly because people wanted to see more of Chen Stormstout. Of course, that's one of the main things. And secondly, they wanted a new race, and I think they kind of wanted to have a bit of an Asian type race within or area within World of Warcraft, as most areas are divided into certain parts of the world.
True, true.
With of course Azeroth itself being a lot of different areas, which can include like the Scandinavian areas as well as the African areas and stuff like that. So I think they wanted a very Asian centric one, and I think that's part of it. And then of course with the idea of, hey, we have Storm Stout, people want to see Shen Storm Stout again.
Yeah,
Um,
fair enough.
let's
That
make
makes
the
a little bit of
expansion.
sense.
Let's make the expansion around him and his people, and then let's flesh it out with the expansion, which they did. They fleshed out the Mists of the Pandarans. The problem, however, is still that
They changed too much.
it mostly came over like was a joke instead of a true experience in it,
Yeah,
which it's not bad. It's not a terrible idea, but it wasn't great either. It's mainly because people thought in Warcraft 3 that Shen was in fact just a joke. It wasn't a real character, which of course in the end was wrong. He was a real character,
yep.
but yeah. And I think that's why most people liked him. It was mysterious. You didn't know where this Pandaren came from, what his idea was. He was a brewmaster. What is the idea behind it? It was definitely focused to be a monk type character because most
Yeah.
monks are capable of brewing beer, which is a weird thing to say, but back in the day, like 100 to 200 years ago, if you were meeting a man of faith, a monk, or some priests, they could, in fact, brew beer. So,
Yeah.
and um, so it was literally like that, and that is a fine thing. It's nice, but it could have been handled better.
Yeah.
And having the old gods come back was a good thing as well, because we haven't dealt with every one of them. But
No, there are 5 of them, so yeah.
yeah, and it was a little bit lackluster how they dealt with Garrosh, because Garrosh at the start was more honorable and more of a leader character, and they just made
Yeah.
him an enemy because they wanted an enemy, which was weird, to be entirely honest. I like having an enemy like Garrosh, and especially the way he was behaving. I was like, yep, I want to kill the bastard. But in the end, he was made an enemy too quickly. He didn't have any way of any development in it. They just were like, "Yeah, you're now the enemy in this expansion. Goodbye." And that was a shame.
Yeah, it is. Because Garrus is a pretty awesome character, though.
Garrosh was pretty awesome. I mean, it was they could have done a lot of things with him. Have Thrall in the background, be a bit of a mentor type character, make him make mistakes, yes, and just become like his father. You know, make mistakes, but always in the end be the good guy. You know, be the honorable orc that you are. But they just fucked that up and were like, nope, he's the enemy now. Kill him.
Yeah, that's what
That's
they did to me.
that's sad. I mean, he went through hell to get in the position he was, and you imagine he wouldn't just throw that away because he was throwing a hissy fit. Especially because he had the legacy of his father to uphold, which he is something he would have done. It was the honorable thing to do. I guess it didn't really fit in with the ideas of Blizzard, which is fine. I mean, it's their game; they can do whatever the fuck they want with it. But yeah, it doesn't exempt them from making mistakes. And especially in this expansion where they just kill them off that easily.
Yeah, really, really easy.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, here's a cutscene. Now he's dead. Thank you.
Yep. Why no? Yeah, there's a way with him, by the way. Oh.
There's a what?
There is a raid with Garage Hellscream, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you can't do that anymore because I'm not entirely sure if you can or can't do it.
I don't
you might be able.
Because Warlocks trainer.
Yeah, I think when Warlocks Trainer came out, you can't actually get into that dungeon anymore, or that raid. So, yeah, in a sense it does, but
I've never done it once, so yeah.
I've never done it either. But there is a nice one on YouTube which just pretty much tells you what happened in the Siege of Orgrimmar in great detail, which is pretty awesome. I will link it to you after we're done. It's a nice thing to hear. You don't have to watch it. You can. You don't have to. He talks a lot, so it's a fellow Dutchman, by the way. So.
Oh, fellow Dutchman, cool.
He's pretty good. He does more lore videos. I've been watching him a lot a while ago, so he knows his stuff. Let me say that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and he has another awesome video which is called Jaina Proudmoore is a what are those demons called again? Oh, I'm not sure. No, the Varimathras and stuff like that. Dreadlords.
Yeah.
It says the thing is then that Jaina Proudmoore is a Dreadlord because of her reactions during the Siege of Orgrimmar, and it's a joke. It's being played by another person on YouTube. He says it because that's what he thinks, and he thinks it's a funny thing to think. And he just was talking about it, and just like why Jaina said what she said, why she wanted the hordes to be dismantled, which actually makes sense because before the Siege of Orgrimmar happened, you know, her whole base, her whole home just got bombed by a mana bomb from the horde, and no one within the horde actually stopped Orgrimmar doing it, Garrosh doing it. So she was a little bit mad, and I can sympathize with that. I mean, her whole house just got blown up.
Imagine why that she was mad.
Yeah, so that's probably why she said that they needed to dismantle the horde so it doesn't happen again, because they did not play by, well, certain rules that are in fact during a war. You know, don't kill civilians, don't kill medical staff, stuff like that. Which, well, the horde, let's be honest, morally, they do some pretty terrible stuff. I mean, look at Sylvanas. Still does some horrendous things. Of course, Garrosh did some horrendous things as well. So I can understand why. It's a pretty interesting video to listen to.
Alright.
It does take about